Floyd Schofield Sr. said that they declined Abdullah Mason's $1 million fight deal to sign with Golden Boy for a 5-year, $5 million deal. Listen, I've said this before. Floyd Schofield Jr. has a chance to be a very, very successful boxer. He has all the right tools to be a world champion. He has the potential to have a good boxing career, very good boxing career. I think the biggest thing holding Floyd Schofield Jr. back is his dad. I think that when you look at what is being brewed right there, it's a little bit irresponsible. Well, not even a little bit. It's very irresponsible. And I don't know every single detail. I'm not involved in the relationship or anything along those lines. But what I will say is this. When you look at the way that he has this large bit of control over Junior, to the extent where he's not even able to go do things by himself. Every interview you see is done with his dad. Everything you see is always with his dad involved. I don't think that's a healthy balance there. I think the way that Bill Haney does it is a lot different than Devin Haney. The way that Bill Haney does it with Devin Haney is a lot different than the way that Senior does it with Junior in regards to Floyd Schofield's. You see, what Bill Haney does is fine to a certain extent. Obviously, he's vocal. Obviously, he's loud. He does it more so like a LeVar Ball, if you would say. But he allows Devin Haney to still be himself and go out in life. Yet when we see what Floyd Schofield Sr. is very, very different. It's a little bit concerning to the extent of how much control he still keeps over Floyd Schofield Jr. And I believe that it is hindering his career drastically. I'm not sure what Floyd Schofield Jr. is going to do about that, but if I were him, I'd have to find a way to start separating it a little bit. And this deal that Floyd Schofield Sr. went on and boasted about, saying that, okay, they signed with Golden Boy for 5 years for $5 million, and that's why they turned down Abdullah Mason's $1 million deal to fight, is ridiculous. Anybody that reads this, let me clarify this. For those of you that are not listening directly to the words I just said, they turned down for one fight against Abdullah Mason, which would have been a potential title eliminator between two of the top prospects in the weight class in America, for $1 million for one singular fight on one day, one training camp, one fight for $1 million. They turned that down for a 5-year, $5 million deal. The math isn't adding thing up really well right there. You're telling me that over one fight, let's say a training camp, 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, and then you're saying one fight day, you're going to get paid $1 million, but instead you're going to go fight countless times, probably 2 or 3 times over the duration of a year with Golden Boy for $1 million. And those fights, while they said that they guarantee them to be in title eliminators and this, that, and the third, what was guaranteed to you on paper was to go fight Abdullah Mason and what would have been a massive fight in America, because you're having two of the top prospects at 135 fight each other. And it would have been a potential title eliminator for $1 million. But you're going to turn that down over a 5-year deal, getting locked in with Golden Boy for only $5 million. It just doesn't make any sense. And there's a difference for what you need to have as managers in boxing. For a lot of boxers, yes, as a boxer, you're not going to always deal about the negotiations, the prices, promotion, that stuff. That's to your manager's side. But I feel like there's just such an extreme amount of censorship, maybe even is probably the proper word, that Senior has over Floyd Schofield Jr. And when you talk about Floyd Schofield Sr. thinking that this is such a smart, great idea that they just signed Golden Boy, it's ridiculous. Sure, locking in the money long term, this, that, and the third, that's fine. But at the end of the day, you had Abdullah Mason, which would have been a big fight to make. And you turned down $1 million for one singular fight for a 5-year, $5 million deal. I don't see the point in doing that. Unless you truly do believe in your mind that you have a 0% chance of beating Abdullah Mason. And if that's the case and you thought you had no chance of beating Abdullah Mason, so you wanted to make sure you put protection in there so that if you were to lose Abdullah Mason, obviously fights would not be worth as much anymore, then fine. But that's pretty much all you can. That's the only way around this I see it making sense. And so my advice to Floyd Schofield Jr. is you have to find a way to separate from your dad a little bit. He can't be in your life 24/7. You're in your 20s now. There's no point in having your dad be with you in every single interview, every place you go. You can have separation. There's no problem I have with having a loud dad. Like I said, Bill Haney, while he can be annoying, he can be crazy, Bill Haney does allow Devin Haney to live his own life a little bit. But what Floyd Schofield Sr. is doing to Floyd Schofield Jr. is not okay in my opinion. And if Jr. does not separate from his dad a little bit, there's going to be serious repercussions in his career, as I think this is going to end up being for himself.